Assalamu alaikum to everyone. Ahmed is a 22-year-old university student living in the busy city of London. Despite the bright lights and the excitement that come with living in such a vibrant city, Ahmed feels a growing sense of emptiness and frustration. He's tired, not just physically, but mentally and emotionally too. Every day feels like he's stuck in a cycle, and no matter how much he tries to break free, he keeps falling back into the same patterns. His habits, distractions, and inner struggles seem impossible to overcome. It's 2:45 a.m., and Ahmed is lying in bed, scrolling aimlessly through his phone. His room is in complete disarray, snack wrappers scattered on his desk, unwashed clothes piled high on a chair, and a thin layer of dust covering the shelves. Instead of getting some much-needed sleep, he's glued to his screen. He jumps from one video to another, mindlessly scrolling through funny clips, social media posts, and notifications that offer nothing but temporary distractions. Suddenly, a reminder pops up on his phone. Fajr time in 30 minutes. Ahmed sees the notification, but instead of responding to it, he dismisses it without a second thought. He convinces himself, I'll pray after I finish watching this one last video. The time passes, and soon the adhan for Fajr fills the night air, a beautiful call to prayer that echoes softly through the city streets. As the birds begin to chirp and the first rays of sunlight sneak through the curtains, Ahmed feels a sense of guilt rising within him. But his exhaustion is overwhelming. He silences his alarm and goes back to sleep, telling himself, I'll do it tomorrow. When he finally wakes up, it's already 10:30 a.m. The sunlight is shining brightly, and the day is well underway. He feels the weight of regret crashing down on him as he remembers that he missed Fajr again. The feeling of failure stings as he whispers to himself, I'll fix this tomorrow. Insha'Allah. But deep down, Ahmed knows he has said this too many times before. He's tried to change, but the cycle continues. It's like he's fighting an internal battle that he can't seem to win. The day continues and Ahmed tries to study. His anatomy textbook is open on the desk, but it's hard to focus. The temptation to check his phone is too strong. I'll just check my notifications for a minute, he tells himself. But that minute stretches into hours, and before he knows it, he's lost 2 hours scrolling through social media, checking messages, and watching more videos. The clock ticks away and another productive day is slipping through his fingers. He feels the familiar sense of despair wash over him. Another day wasted, he thinks. I'm a failure. I can't get anything done. The cycle continues and it feels like there's no way out. At dinner, Ahmed sits with his family, but he's not really present. His mind is elsewhere, distracted. His younger brother excitedly shares stories from his Quran class, but Ahmed's not listening. His father talks about a community program at the mosque, but Ahmed's mind is consumed by thoughts of what he has to do tomorrow. He doesn't want to engage. Why don't you join us at the mosque tomorrow? His mother asks gently. There's a youth program I think you'd enjoy. I'm busy, Mom, Ahmed says, not even looking up from his plate. His mother looks at his father, exchanging a worried glance. They can see the distance growing between Ahmed and the things that once brought him peace. But for Ahmed, it feels like the only thing he can do is keep pushing through, hoping that one day things will change. That night, like many others, Ahmed finds himself alone in his room again, mindlessly scrolling through his phone. A sense of emptiness starts to settle in. He's aware of it now, this void he's been trying to ignore for so long. But instead of confronting it, he seeks more distractions, more videos, more posts, more noise, anything to fill the emptiness. Eventually, he stumbles upon an Islamic video that he had saved earlier. The speaker is talking about the dangers of distractions and how they can pull us away from our purpose. Shaitan doesn't attack you head on, the speaker says, his voice calm yet powerful. Instead, he distracts you, making you delay your prayers, waste your time, and lose focus on your purpose. Ahmed puts his phone down and stares at the ceiling. The words hit him hard. It's like a sudden realization. Everything he's been doing, the distractions, the procrastination, it's all been a way to avoid what truly matters. For the first time in months, Ahmed feels a deep sense of clarity. The weight of those words hangs over him. In that moment, he walks over to his prayer mat. His voice shakes as he whispers, Ya Allah, help me. I don't want to live like this anymore. That night, Ahmed has a vivid dream. He finds himself standing in a peaceful garden, surrounded by tranquility. An elderly man with a glowing presence approaches him. His face is kind and full of wisdom. Your distractions are not the problem, the man says. The problem is your disconnection from Allah. Reconnect with him, and you will find the strength to overcome anything. Ahmed wakes up the next morning with a sense of renewed purpose. For the first time in months, he performs wudu and prays Fajr. The peace and tranquility that wash over him after the prayer is something he hasn't felt in a long time. It's like he's finally found the peace he had been searching for all along. But the next day isn't perfect. He still struggles. The temptations of his old habits are still there, and it's hard to stay focused. However, this time, he remembers the words of the elderly man in his dream. He remembers the importance of reconnecting with Allah and staying focused on his guidance. It's not about being perfect. It's about making progress, even in small steps. Ahmed begins journaling his thoughts, staying mindful of Allah throughout his day. He writes about the importance of replacing bad habits with good ones, making small, consistent efforts to improve. I realize now that I was trying to fix myself on my own, he writes in his journal. But I'm not alone. Allah is with me, and with His help, I can overcome anything. This isn't the end of Ahmed's journey. It's just the beginning. And maybe it's the beginning of your journey too. We all face struggles and distractions, but it's never too late to turn things around. What's one step you can take today to strengthen your connection with Allah? Let me know in the comments below. If you found Ahmed's story relatable, share your thoughts or write them in your journal. Remember, the journey to self-improvement starts with small steps, and it's always better to take them together with Allah by your side. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more inspiring stories like this.